Right, let's start with this now. 20 alleged instigators of last year's July unrest are appearing in the Durban Magistrate's Court today. They've been arrested following a joint law enforcement operation in several provinces. The charges they face range from conspiracy to commit public violence to incitement as well as to commit arson. Senior reporter Dasen Thathiah is following this case and he joins us now live for an update. Dasen, of course, we can see that you're still waiting to walk into that courtroom to see exactly who is part of these 20. But tell us what the Hawks said in explanation to why Jacob Zuma's daughter was not arrested.
Maseko, so just about, we're told, about 30 minutes before that case gets underway. So those 20 will be in court. And, you know, as much as the Hawks were saying to us that these accused had come from all of these provinces, the majority of them, we are told, come from KwaZulu-Natal. I had this opportunity just to engage with some of the lawyers that are representing them. Although they didn't want to speak to us on camera, we have been informed that they come from areas like KwaMashu, Umlazi, Empangeni, so various places around the Durban area, and that's where the majority of them are. So this forms part of the ongoing Hawks investigation. This has been taking place since last year. They're also working with other entities. They're working closely with the NPA as well during this investigation. And during our conversations with the provincial head in KwaZulu-Natal, he's assured me that the people that we will be seeing in the dock today are some of the so-called architects of the July unrest, the people that were working behind the scenes, the people that were allegedly inciting this violence through whatever means and through the platforms that are available to them. It's believed that some of the members or some of the accused here that will be in the dock are affiliated with the ANC's Youth League, but this is still something that we need to establish once they appear inside. This is drawn from some of the conversations, as I mentioned, with the attorneys that are representing them. I think a key question for many people has been the role of former President Jacob Zuma's daughter in incitement. There's been a lot of speculation on that front. You've seen the general outrage on Twitter and on Facebook and other social media platforms. So naturally, that was one of the questions that we had to pose to the Hawks as well. So at this point, it is confirmed that Dudu Zuma will not be one of those that will be in the dock today. But as we understand it, she will form part of an ongoing investigation. Let's listen in now to what the Provincial Hawks head, Major General Lesetja Senona, had to say to me during an interview earlier.
At this stage, we don't have Mr. Dusile as one of the people who have been arrested. But you shall remember that Clenis Breitenberg open case against the said individual, and we are investigating it. And then I can't divulge now the status of the investigation, but as soon as we are finished, we'll table it before the NPA to make a prosecutorial decision. So that is what I can say for now in respect of that one.
Okay. And General, again, to come back to my question about these 20, whether they are in fact the architects. So I just want to understand, are they the people that were sitting behind the scenes, sending out messages, or were they the people actually lighting matches and setting places on fire?
These people, they were inciting other people. At some stages, they were also, some of them went to an extent of going to places whereby this arson and as well as looting was committed. So we can safely say these are not the looters, but they are the people who incited.
And our understanding is that the 20 who have been arrested this time, Dasen, are not necessarily from the provinces Gauteng and KZN.
So the 20 that were arrested are from several provinces around. And you know, what's important to note at this point, Maseko, is that all of these arrests happened simultaneously. So the Hawks, in their investigation, had many days and weeks in planning this, and they wanted to get it right, and they wanted to ensure that they had all their ducks in a row. So when they did move, they moved quickly and they moved in one go, so to speak. I mean, one of the lawyers telling me that their client had already called him at 7 a.m. yesterday, saying that that he needed legal assistance because he'd been arrested. So this happened in a very strategic move. But what's also important is that this is not the end of the investigation or the end of the number of arrests. Although the Hawks were a bit hesitant to tell me exactly how many people they were targeting or how many people they had on this list, we know that earlier this year, or in July this year, the police minister said that there were more than 80 people or persons of interest that were supposedly involved in the July unrest. So I think it's quite clear at this point that this won't be the last time that we'll see people linked to the July unrest appearing in court.
All right, Dasen, let's let you make your way into that courtroom. I know that is going to be quite filled with the media as well, and you need to get a good spot. That was senior reporter Dasen Thathiah.